Hello, today we're going to work on lesson 16 and we're going to first look at the time. So let's look at number 1. So for number 1, if you look at it, the thicker and the smaller one is the hour clock. Our arrow and the longer one shows the minutes. So the hour arrow is indicating that it's 1. And the minute arrow shows that it's 12. So to find the minute, we need to multiply 5 for each one. So if the minute clock is pointing at 1, it would be 5 minutes. And if it's pointing at 3, then it would be 15, since 3 times 15 is 3 times 5 is 15, sorry. So now we need to do 5 times 12. So there is going to be 12 5s. And if we have 12 5s, then it's going to be 60. And 60 minutes equals to 1 hour. So now the hour clock was pointing to 1. And since this means 1 hour, and it means it's 0, 0. So it's going to be 1 exactly, since it's pointing at 12. So 1 o'clock is the answer for number 1. Let's look at number 3. For this one, it's also pointing at 12. So if it's pointing at 12, it means this hour became 10. So that means it's going to be 10 o'clock. And let's look at number 5. So for number 5, it's also the minute. The arrow that indicates minute is again pointing at 12. So if it's pointing at 12, it's going to be 0 minutes. Since 60 minutes also equal to 1 hour exactly. And the smaller arrow, which indicates the hour, is pointing at 11 o'clock. So it's pointing at 11, and it indicates that it just became 12 minutes. So it's going to be 11 o'clock. If the our arrow was pointing at 11, and if the arrow that indicates minute was pointing at 1, then it would be 11:05, since 1 times 5 is going to be 5. So it's going to be 11:05. However, it's 12. It's pointing at 12, so it's going to be 0. Therefore, 11 o'clock is the answer for number 5. Let's move on to the next page. For this page, it's also the same thing, so let's look at number 8. So it's again pointing at 12, so it's going to be 0 minutes. Since it's 60, 12 times 5 is 60. And the smaller arrow is pointing at 3, so it means that it's 3 o'clock. And since it's pointing at 12, it means that it's 0 minutes, so it's going to be 3 o'clock. Let's move on to the next page. So for this page, we need to find the missing numbers. Let's look at number 1. So it says blank hours equal to 1 day. So for each day, there's going to be 24 hours in a day. So it says how many hours there are in a day, so it's going to be 24. And let's look at number 2. So for number 2, it says 2 weeks equals to blank days. So each week contains, 1 week has 7 days. So if you have 2 weeks, then we would have to add 7 more days. So 7 plus 7 is 14. So 14 days is the answer for number 2. Let's look at number 6. So it says blank minutes equal to 2 hours. So each hour is going to equal to 60 minutes. And since we need to find 2 hours, if there's 2 hours, then we need to add 60 more minutes. So 60 plus 60. 0 plus 0 is 0, and 6 plus 6 is 12. So it's going to be 120 minutes for number 6. Let's look at number 7. So it says 48 hours equals to blank days. So like what I said before, 1 day or 24 hours equal to 1 day. Then 48 hours is double the 24. So 24 plus 24 is 48. So this means there is going to be 1 day and 2 days. So it's going to be 2 days for number 7. Thank you.